Hi, I'm John. Welcome to Twig Archery. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the crossbows. You know, we've had a lot of customers calling us wanting to know why we've never carried crossbows. And I really don't know why we never have, because the crossbow is a very old weapon and can be used for hunting, you know, very easily. And it requires a lot less practice than a recurve or a longbow. And you could still go out and do some hunting with it. You know, a lot of people nowadays have to, with their work schedule and kids and the whole works, they just don't have time to practice with a recurve or a longbow, which you really have to do a lot of practicing with in order to become really proficient, in order to take a white-tailed deer and take that shot at them. So what we're going to talk about today is we started to carry them here now, some different crossbows, but only in a recurve design. And there's a number of reasons why people have asked me, why would you carry a recurve crossbow over the compound crossbow? Well, first of all, the recurve crossbow is lighter in weight, physical weight. It's lighter. So when you're lugging around through the woods all day or whatever, well, that's a lot nicer. It can be uncocked after you're done hunting. Say you never got a shot and you come back or you want to uncock it in the woods or whatever, you can uncock it with your cocking device, whereas compound bows, most of them nowadays you can't. You have to actually have dummy bolts or arrows that they shoot into the ground, and that's just wear and tear on your bow for no reason. So the recurves are really nice that way also. If you would ever damage your string in the field, cut it a little bit with a broadhead, which can happen, or catch it on something or whatever. The serving gets bad in the center. You can always put a new string on in the field, where compound bow can't do. Got to take it into the shop. You're talking days of delay. If you're on a hunting trip, not good at all. Let me see here. They will not go out of tune, because of the simplicity of the way they're made. There's no cams that have to keep in perfect track with each other, so you don't have that to worry about. There's less moving parts, so less moving parts mean a simpler design, and therefore less problems that can occur out there. There's not a whole lot of moving parts to the recurve type crossbow. They're generally quieter than a compound crossbow, and they're generally, I would say, more durable. I've even heard of guys dropping them out of tree stands and, you know, bouncing on the ground and going down there and pick them up and take them back up the tree stand and harvesting a deer at the same day as they dropped it. Everything was okay. And I guess the last thing would be, a lot of people think that, of course, the compounds are faster as far as your arrow speed, and that's not really true. It just depends on what poundage recurve type crossbow you get, because a lot of your recurve crossbows are actually faster than your compounds as far as the speed goes. And this is the Aero Precision Inferno Fury 2 that we're carrying in the shop. We're also carrying now the Excalibur crossbows, which would be the top of the line. This is a inexpensive crossbow right here, but still, when you really open it up and get into the package deal, there's some quality here. It's not like this is really a piece of how should I say it? Really a cheap type crossbow, because it's built very nicely and got a real nice red dot. But we're going to get into this here. So anyhow, when you receive the bow, it's going to come in a package like this right here, and there's some different things on this here. First of all, you get a $25 value with just a cocking device alone in this package right here. And it includes an extra string, which is always nice to have. It has a 6-bolt quiver. It has a premium 3-dot red dot scope, which is nice. It has adjustable Weaver scopes, or scope mounts, I should say. It's got a padded sling for carrying it over your back. Of course, the rope cocking device that we talked about earlier. It's ambidextrous, so you can use either lefty or righty. It's got the quick detach quiver with 4 bolts or arrows which can easily be unhooked right here at the base, right here. That can be just unhooked and detached if you want to take the quiver and the arrows off, and while you're sitting there hunting, if you're in a hunting situation. It's got a large boot stirrup up here for your foot for cocking, and this is a 175-pound draw, which is pretty potent. I mean, we'll show you on our next couple of videos that we have the speed you have out of this and the accuracy. You get speeds up to 235 feet per second, and that's not bad at all. It's got an anti-dry fire device, meaning you can't accidentally dry fire it by pulling the trigger. It just won't go until you get her off on safety, put her into firing mode. So the rear stock, of course, like I said earlier, it's a full ambidextrous. Lefty or righty can use this bow. It includes eye protection for you, and it has the assembly tools and the hex keys included, which are used for assembly. Now here, I'm going to show you just right now how the package it comes to you. We'll open this up here and take a look so you can see how it would come. Okay, let me turn this around here so you can actually see things here. Really nice package deal here. Of course, here's your 4 bolts, which are 2219 carbon arrows. Here's your eye protection we talked about. Here's your cocking, or I should say your stringing device. This is for stringing the bow right here. There's also some string wax included, and on your rail, which would be the flat part of the stock up here where your string actually goes, and of course your stock. Really nice. It's got a little bit of weight to it, well made, and I really like it. I mean, it's really nice. It's a really nice little weapon for the money. Up here would be your sling for carrying across your back. Here's your red dot scope, which is super nice. Underneath here's your quiver, which holds your 6 arrows if you want. Comes with 4 arrows, 4 of the bolts. And here's your cocking device used to cock the bow back, which you'll see in our video. And then here are some of your other parts. Your little limb tips, which go on the end of your limb. Here's your limb right here. And there's parts that go on the end here, which are very easy to assemble. Of course, your extra string is included in there, and a few other tools here that are needed to put the bow together. Here's your foot cocking stirrup, which goes in the front. So it's really a nice little package. I really like this. This is everything you'd need. But I don't recommend this for kids. This is not a toy, that's for sure. This is a pretty potent little weapon here. But this could easily be used for hunting, target shooting, or if you're a prepper, you can go that route with it. But would I be afraid to take this out and do some deer hunting with it? No, not at all. Because I know for sure I could harvest a deer with this. But you got to keep your range in on crossbows. A lot of people think that crossbows, they're the same. It's like shooting a rifle or a gun, and that's not true. A gun is more like shooting a crossbow, because the crossbow was actually first, and the firearms actually copied crossbows as far as the whole stock part and the mechanism. So, but I would keep my shots close, because crossbows generally are a little bit noisier, and you don't want a deer trying to jump the string or anything. So I'm thinking with this 175-pound limbs on this bow right here, I would suggest staying in at probably 30 yards and closer. If you can get a shot at 20, 25 yards, I'm sure you could put it right in there where it needs to be. Of course, you'd need broadheads mounted on the end rather than field points on the end of your arrows there. So that's it for today. So I appreciate you joining us. We're going to have these on our website, and we're also going to be carrying the Excaliburs, which you can also check out on our website. And if I get time, maybe I'll do a video on that. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time at Twig Archery.